Welcome to Feed Dump. Graham and Kathleen have been deposed this week, and I have seized control of the moon base. Joining me are a series of aphasic euphemisms for household objects. I am a bread mushroom. Joining me is an air horn.
I prefer the term spray scream.
And a merry-go-round.
Come take a ride on the horse tornado.
And on to today's yell happenings. We on Feed Dump would like to pass on our congratulations to the good people of Dorset, Minnesota, who in early August overthrew their tyrannical mayor, 5-year-old Robert Tufts, in a free and fair election.
His universal naptime policy proved popular with tired working adults, but he lost their support on an 8 o'clock bedtime curfew. Not well received by mommies and daddies who like to wrestle.
And the agricultural lobby put him through the ringer with his anti-Brussels sprout campaign.
At least he made the toy trains run on time.
He had a surprisingly nuanced foreign policy, though. He was very much against military intervention in Iraq. In all seriousness, though, how did it get to this point? Who was running against him?
Since ascending to power in 2013 at the age of 3, Mayor Tufts has campaigned tirelessly for Ronald McDonald House. However, he was unseated by the ruthless 16-year-old Eric Mueller.
I'm glad the people of Dorset, Minnesota have come to their senses and elected an elder statesman for once. It's what this city needs.
Mr. Mueller's mother has assured the electorate that after he's done all his chores and his schoolwork and band practice, he'll be devoting the rest of his time to his mayoral duties.
Mr. Mueller went on record as being, quote, stoked to finally get a crack at that private mayoral bathroom.
The free and fair elections we reported on earlier in Dorset were an utter fabrication. Electors cast the ballot at a cost of $1 and may vote repeatedly, with all proceeds going towards a town festival.
So, other than the money being put towards a local festival, isn't this just a normal electoral system?
The system works.
Pay more money for more votes. That's how that works, right? Wait, when the kid originally got elected, I think we actually did it as a story on Feed Dump.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. This does sound familiar. Oh, God, I hope we didn't reuse any of the same jokes.
This is either the same place or that electoral system has become very popular nationwide.
Another casualty in a global scourge as a Welsh woman burns down her house, eradicating a spider with an aerosol spray can and a match.
I see nothing wrong with this. This is just following the military doctrine of overwhelming force. The next time a spider comes in, they'll think twice.
A fine sentiment, Paul, but that could be a problem since there really is no house left to come back to.
You heard it here first, folks. Beej, merely soft on spiders, or entirely opposed to the strategies used by the Red Army to defeat the Nazis?
It's a nuanced position.
There is no such thing.
I don't think the problem is that this woman used a flamethrower to try to destroy a spider. I think the problem is that more people don't use flamethrowers to destroy spiders. Because if flamethrowers were a standard pest deterrent, then you could just get one in like a hardware store, which seems like a great idea.
Paul, quite literally you can buy a flamethrower in a hardware store. They just go under a different name. They're called tiger torches. Oh shit, where did Paul go?
This latest incident may prove to only be the most recent in a coordinated series of strikes against besieged American homeowners, as a Seattle man in July and a Kansas woman in June both had their houses destroyed by spiders in similar incidents.
You didn't say anything about having to prove I was a roofer.
It's not the fucking spiders that burn the houses down. It's the gormless idiots who make the MacGyver-grade flamethrower that they saw in Arachnophobia.
Hey, Beej, flamethrowers don't light things on fire. The thing they are trying to light on fire with the flamethrower, that's what lights things on fire.
Okay, I know for a fact that we have done this story on Feed Dump before.
No, that must have been a different story about someone burning their house down because of a spider.
Is news cyclical?
Uh-oh. Now I'm just waiting for another story about a guy trying to smuggle a whole bunch of turtles across the border in his pants.
Fine, we'll cover a different story. Hold on. And now to revive an ancient and revered Feed Dump tradition for a new era.
Paul and Beej have to figure out what Cam is talking about. We were almost too good there.
Yeah,
I had to stop part with it. Let's try it one more time.
Paul and Beej have to figure out what Cam is talking about.
A responsible South Carolina mother called police on her 15-year-old son after she discovered him doing what?
Taking a bribe in a local election?
Making fireworks with radioactive materials derived from smoke detectors?
Doing some sort of shaky hips dance with a local debutante?
Watching and participating in Feed Dump has ruined me such that my guess on this is that it's something really, really dumb. Like, he was playing too many video games, and so she thought that he had to be arrested.
When the South Carolina mother returned home, with her 2-year-old daughter and turned on the TV, she found that pornography was playing. Her 15-year-old son was in his bedroom.
Is it just me, or does this story seem like it came from the early 90s? Was the porn on like a VHS tape or something? Why was he watching it on television in the family room?
Even if he doesn't have a computer in his bedroom, there are more discreet options for pornography. I'm a little concerned about his JO situation.
Yeah, why is this kid watching it on his television? I mean, does he actually have it on like a VHS or a DVD? Like, the only way he could be getting the porn on his TV is like pay-per-view, I guess?
And you don't do that because it'll show up on the bill.
Right. Or you have a DVD, which for a 15-year-old doesn't seem very likely.
Right, exactly.
Or you're plugging your computer into the television, in which case, why wouldn't he take it back with him when he left?
Exactly. You don't just leave it there playing. Yeah, this feels like a frame up. Kid, seriously, I'm going to give you some advice. Do it the way I did it. Wander around the woods for an hour and a half. I guarantee you will find WoodsPorn. Or two bears doing it.
According to police spokesman Lieutenant Kevin Bobo, no citation or arrest warrant was issued in the case, although the mother did request to have a voluntary report submitted documenting the event in case of future other troubles.
I'm disappointed in the mom. She should teach her son the same way my dad taught me about porn. When he caught me with porn, he took me back behind the shed, gave me a big box of porn and said, "Son, you're gonna smoke all this porn."
Well, we've managed to return home from our long walk through Beege's psyche, and I welcome you back just in time to sign out with this latest, most glorious feed dump ever. I'm Cameron, and there might be better sources for news, but they don't have this vintage hat from feed dump history. Deep sea fangly fish. It is my favorite, and nobody can tell me otherwise, and I'm going to wear it. Goodbye out there, everyone. We'll see you again next week.
We may need to airdrop some skin mags in South Carolina.